Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video here on my channel, and today we're going to do the matchday vlog for Derby County against Birmingham City. But before I start this video, please make sure to hit that like, subscribe button and click that little bell icon in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, and you'll be notified every single time I upload. It's as easy as that. Also, if you're watching on Facebook, if you'd like to follow me on YouTube, my username is Niall Biggs, the Sheffield Ram, and vice versa. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to follow me on Facebook, my Facebook tag is Niall Biggs, actor, vlogger and gamer. So if you'd like to give me a like on both of my social media accounts I use to post videos, it'll honestly mean a lot to me. So if you'd like to just go ahead and do that, then it'd be much appreciated. But anyway, on today's vlog. So before I go on with the football technical stuff, obviously, I'm going to go over what a lot of us probably expected, and that is the incident off the pitch on Tuesday evening. So, for those of you who aren't aware, on Tuesday evening, the whole team went out for a team building exercise as part of an organised teams trip by, I don't know if it was Koku who decided to do this trip, but he organised it or what have you. I'm not too sure, but anyway, so they decided to go, I think they went bowling or something like that after training, as part of like a team bonding, team building exercise, and then afterwards they went out for a meal at the Joiners Arms in Corndon. And yeah, apparently the evening was good, everyone enjoyed themselves. The majority of players left at 8 PM on the evening, and there was the odd few who decided to stay on and take a few more drinks. So, have a few more drinks, not take a few more drinks. Yeah, anyway, so there was a select few players that decided to stay on, including Richard Keogh, Mason Bennett, Tom Huddleston, Kieran Dowell, Martin Waghorn and Chris Martin, are what I'm hearing. I'm not too sure, I think there's a couple more, but anyway, so a few more stayed out, and basically they ended up drinking until the early hours of the morning, and it ended in disaster. Well, it could have been a lot worse, if you ask me. But things ended terribly for about 3 of the players. And those players include Tom Lawrence, Mason Bennett and Richard Keogh. So what happened was they decided to drive home when the club had laid cars on so that they could get home safely, but they decided to drive home. Richard Keogh got in Tom Lawrence's car because Keogh can't drive, so he got into Tom Lawrence's car, and Lawrence was, I'm going to guess, he was going to drive Keogh home, but obviously he was under the influence. Mason Bennett was also involved as well. So what happened was, apparently this is what I'm hearing and what a lot of sources are saying, is that Tom Lawrence and Mason Bennett, I think Tom Lawrence was trying to overtake Bennett, clipped his car, lost control of his car, and ended up careering into a lamppost just off the A6 junction to the dual carriageway, I think it was, or something like that. So yeah, it was a pretty serious crash. Like Tom Lawrence's car is like completely wrecked, and in total the crash, like, it's pretty much ended Richard Keogh's playing career. At the age of 34, he's he's not going to really make a drastic impact if he's going to be coming back at the end of, towards the end of the season. Plus, he's going to have to go through rehabilitation and all of that. And yeah, he's apparently, from what I've been told, he's had his ACL. I think he's got a gash in his ACL or something like that. He's damaged all the ligaments inside of his knee. So it's a serious injury, and yeah, as a result of their actions, Tom Lawrence and Mason Bennett are also being sent to court on the 15th of October, so that's something to keep an eye on. But yeah, if you ask me, in total, it is disappointing to see that players, that role models, are going out there doing stupid stuff, irresponsible stuff that could have obviously killed someone. They're probably so lucky that, nobody was killed, that they're all still alive, and that probably the most damage done was, a knee injury. But at the end of the day, drink driving, it's serious. It's a serious matter. It's not something that I condone. It's not something that, well, anyone would condone, in fact, you know. And that lamppost could be someone's, you know, wife or child or husband, dad. It could be anyone. It could be it could have been an innocent fan. And so obviously, you know, it's not something to take lightly. But on saying that, I'm not a judgmental character, you know. I don't like to judge people on their mistakes, you know. At the end of the day, we've all done stupid stuff that we all regret, and you know, it's just a very, very stupid, irresponsible decision that, you know, a select few number of players made. Obviously, from what we know, there's only 3 that were involved in the crash. Possibly there could have been a couple more, but no one's really said much about that. But, you know, from the rest of the players that I named, I'm going to guess that they probably used the cars that the club had laid on for them and got home safely without risking themselves. But, like I said, I'm not a judgmental character. I'm going to let the magistrates decide on what they do with Lawrence and Bennett. And as for Richie Keogh, you know, he's going to be absolutely gutted. But then again, at the same time, he should have known better to get in the car with someone who's under the influence of alcohol, who's well over the limit. So I wouldn't really say it's karma, but, you know, it's a lesson that he's going to, you know, take on board in future. It's going to be something, well, it's a lesson they'll take on board in future, in fact. So, yeah, it is really, it's sad to see Keogh out because, you know, he was such a figurehead in that side. He was, you know, he's a strong captain, you know. He glues that back line together, and he's, you know, Keogh's like, love him or hate him, you know, you can't knock his loyalty to the club. He's done so much for the club. You can just tell how much he loves the club with the amount of passion that he plays with. And, you know, I do feel for him in a sense, because, you know, it's not like he was the one that... It's not like he was the one who was driving. If he was the one who was driving, then fair enough. But he wasn't. He just made the stupid decision of getting in the car with someone who was also absolutely smashed out of their face. So it's sad. It's sad to see him out for the rest of the season. But, you know, hopefully he makes a speedy recovery. Hopefully, you know, he'll come back and, you know, play a few more games before he retires. Because, you know, he loves his club. You can just tell in the way he plays. So obviously I'd love to see him back again. Yeah, anyway, other than what happened off the pitch, we're going to move on to stuff on the pitch. So Derby's opponents today are Birmingham City, and Birmingham City are... They're a funny side, Birmingham, aren't they? They really are a funny side. But the results before today's game. So Derby picked up a very undeserved point away at Leeds United just before the international break. Was it international break? No, it wasn't international break. Try that again. So Derby County picked up a very, very undeserved point away at Ellen Road last weekend. And to be quite honest, if you ask any Derby fan, they'll obviously say that we did not deserve to get... I'm spilling my drink. Stick that one in your bloopers. Anyway, so what I was saying, yeah. So we picked up a very undeserved point at Leeds last weekend. And like I said, a lot of Derby fans agree with me that it was a very, very undeserved point. You know, we didn't play well in the slightest apart from like the last 10-15 minutes. And, you know, I think we had literally one shot on target, and that one shot on target was finding the bottom corner of the net. And to be fair, it was, you know, it wasn't a win obviously, but, you know, it was a smash and grab point. And those of Derby fans will take that any single day of the week, you know. Picking a point, even a point up against a side like Leeds, how they're playing at the moment, you know, it's a bonus in anyone's book, I suppose. But look, you can't really use that to paper over the cracks, because we were terrible last week. But I think, you know, getting that point away at Leeds is going to raise the team's morale, and, you know, they are going to want to get a first win, because, you know, we're still without a win at home, and it's starting to get to the point where fans are getting frustrated, you know, that you know, attendances are, you know, dropping every week, and, you know, it's I don't really want to say it, but it's starting to get desperate times at our club at the moment, you know what I mean? It's kind of like our club's in a bit of shambles at the moment. We're in shambles. You know, we're playing. I wouldn't say playing terribly, but we've been underperforming at the moment. You know, we're sat 18th after 8 games. And yeah, it's just so sad at the moment. It's like, and then all this stuff that's happening off the pitch as well with, you know, the drink driving and stuff like that. It's like our club's really like nosediving at the moment. You know, we've got FFP breathing down our necks as well, and everything's just starting to go a bit tits up for our club at the moment. And you know, it's quite sad because, you know, we've been flirting with playoffs and promotion for the past 5 seasons, and you know, it's come to this now. It's like, it's so sad to see. But yeah, anyway, going back to today's game against Birmingham City. So they picked up well, actually didn't pick up anything. So our opponents today, Birmingham City, they come off of a 1-0 home loss at home to Preston. So they're going to be wanting to get some revenge for that. Well, it's not like they're getting revenge on us, but they'll be wanting to pick something up, obviously, because, you know, that's going to have knocked them. I think Birmingham City are 12 on 8. But no, they're not. They're on. I think they got 13 points and they're sitting 12th or something like that, or 12th and sitting 13 points, or I don't know. It's definitely. I think it's. I'm pretty sure it's they're on. I'm pretty sure it's 13th position and 12 points. I can't quite remember, but there's definitely 13 and 12 in there. So yeah, it's either the 13th on 12 points or 12th on 13 points. Anyway, I'm wasting time. So Birmingham City, now they're a side that they're just like, they're a bit like Derby. They're a very unpredictable side. Like, they can either come out and have a brilliant game and they'll absolutely boss in every single area of the field, or they'll come out and they'll be absolutely shocking. Now, which side they're going to bring out today is anyone's guess. Right, Birmingham City they literally always bring like a really big following to Pride Park, and you know, you can guarantee they're going to be making noise regardless of what the result is and how they're playing. So to be fair, I always love games against Birmingham City. Like, home games are always like, you know, there's always good atmosphere, there's always good banter between Derby and Blues fans. Birmingham away, which we're going to at the end of the season, hopefully, and hopefully I'll have a blog for you there. You know, I love going to St Andrews. It's one of my favourite away grounds, alongside Fulham's, Craven Cottage. You know, Birmingham City, St Andrews is one of my favourite grounds to go to, and you know, home fans, it's quite sparse at St Andrews normally, but you know, the home fans, the turnover, the support of the club, it's a proper working class club and all. You know, I've got a soft spot for Birmingham, to be fair. I've got a very soft spot for them. So, yeah, that's going to be, it's going to be a good game today, I reckon. So I'm going to go with my score prediction for today. My score prediction, I'm going to go for a 2-1 Derby home win. Now, loads of people are probably thinking, oh, well, you always predict a home win and whatever. Yes, I know, but to be fair, I'm a positive-minded person. I like to think that we're going to win games. I like to think that, you know, we're going to go out there and give our all to every game. So, yeah, I'm going to predict a home win today. I'm hoping that we're going to finally get them points on the board and, you know, finally going to start moving up the table, because now is the time to do it, if any, after all this hoo-ha off the pitch. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, just one more thing as well. While you're probably all wondering why I'm doing an indoor intro today, it's because, for a start, I've got a bit of a sore throat. Excuse me. I've got a bit of a sore throat, and I've had a bit of a cold all week. So yeah, it's been a bit funny. I've got a bit of a sore throat because I was out at Beer Kelle the other night, and I was screaming and singing and shouting and enjoying myself, and so that's why I've got a sore throat. And also because I'm back in Sheffield now, and so I'm going to be riding to the train station and then riding to the stadium. So I'm not really going to have much time to walk and talk because I'm going to be riding, but I'll get some intro clips for you. So speaking of intro clips, here they are.
Your eyes so blue, me piercing through. I can't forget the day we met. Your smile so bright, it made me swoon. Our love is like a summer's day, hot and endless in a magic way. Whenever I see you, all I can think is my summer love. Been waiting for you, my love. My summer love. Been waiting for you, my love. I can't forget the day we met. You looked so fly in your red Corvette. Your
I've just got to Sheffield Station. I've just missed my train. So, nice nip for a coffee.
We met, your eyes so blue, me piercing through. I can't forget the day we met. Your smile so bright, it made me swoon. Our love is like a summer's day, hot and endless in a magic way. Whenever I see you, all I can think is my summer love. We'll wait.
Okay, so I'm here with fellow Derby County vlogger Tyler Toll. So Tyler, what do you think the score prediction is going to be today? How do you think we're going to play?
I actually think that we'll win 2-1. You know, we haven't won. We've only won one game in about 8 games. I think with everything that's gone off this week, with the drinking and everything, drink driving, the players that go out there today, we won it. I just think that we will win today. Something's got to change. It's not all going well off the pitch, but on the pitch is the only way it can change. You know, I do think we'll win today, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 win with probably Chrissy Martin scoring. I think after scoring against Leeds, his confidence will be up. And I think that I think Waghorn might score or marry it when he comes on. Obviously, I've seen that he's not starting, but I do think we'll win 2-1. Come on, the Rams.
What's your YouTube channel, Tyler?
My YouTube channel is Tyler Taff. If you go and subscribe to it, it will be muchly appreciated. I'm on my way to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the season, so if you go and subscribe, that would be amazing. Come on, the Rams.
Up the Rams.
Up the Rams.
Thank you, Tyler.
Yeah, no worries.
Hey, catch you in, man, yeah?
Catch you in.
So brilliant. Still playing good football at the moment. Still up in the air. Birmingham was scored from a counter-attack there. But it was close. We need to deal with defensive errors and whatnot than that. Ow! Oh. Hey.
Okay, so basically we've gone into 1-0 at half time, 1-0 we're winning this game. And these Birmingham fans decided to kick off, so it's quite funny to be fair. Giving it all about thinking they're all big and they just sat there behind the police officers, so quite funny. Yeah, so first half I would say definitely dominating this game. 1-0 at half time. Having chances where Birmingham have looked attacking, they've looked threatening, but with held our own, they've sort of played out from the back. I mean, the goal came really early on. It's a cross from played over to Chris Martin, just sort of tapped it in. The keeper literally just stood on his line. He didn't even move. He was stood still. So. Yeah, it's nicely worked goal from Derby, and it's given us a 1-0 lead. It's just time for us to really wrap this game up. 45 minutes away from that first win. I said this against West Brom, and I said this against, I can't remember who it was. It was Cardiff? No, we're Cardiff. Well, I said this against West Brom, we're going 1-0 at half time there. So, yeah, we're close to it. We just need to concentrate now. Now's the time to concentrate. Get over the line, get our first win, and stop moving the table.
Captain takes it up the arse, up the arse, up the arse. Captain takes it up the arse. Hey, Daddy's boy, Daddy's boy, Daddy's boy, Daddy's boy, Daddy's boy. Dominating the game. Back post. It's literally just gone from bad to worse. It's conceding a penalty now. We've got a 2-0 lead against a shit club. They missed it! They missed it! They missed it! 3-2! It's Paterson! Come on! It's all gone quiet over there! And it's all gone quiet! All gone quiet! All gone quiet over there! Go on, Pato! Ooh!
we've got a win under our belts at home, and it's good to get the atmosphere back up in the place again. In terms of that game, from a fan's perspective, it was mad. It was absolutely mad. It felt like a war zone at times. Being in the firing line of flares, bottles, and flying chairs, breaking chairs from throwing in time. Don't get me wrong, but I don't mind Birmingham fans. Birmingham fans, majority of them are decent fans, but a lot of them really let the club down today. But I say a lot of them, a small minority. But anyway, on the pitch, to be honest, I could say we got lucky that they missed the penalty, but then again, we showed great character to fight back, from slipping a 2-0 lead up, and then, just slotting home to get something out of that game and get all 3 points that I think we deserved after the first half performance that we showed. I think the only problem is we can't defend corners. We're terrible at defending corners. We're terrible at defending set pieces as well. We're lucky to we're lucky about the fact that we picked up 4 points these past 2 games. I'm sorry, but we are. Otherwise, it would have been 1 point out of these past 2 games. Had 2 of them penalties that were given against us gone in. So, in terms of how we performed the second half, it were shaky. But then at times we looked good. It was a very Jekyll and Hyde game. At times we were looking really threatening on the attack. We were looking really comfortable on the ball. Other times we just looked terrible. We looked like a non-league team. Like our defenders are too slow. They're too slow getting back, and we are missing Kelle. That is a definite. I don't really like Bielik playing at the back, in the back line. He's more of a midfielder. He's better at midfield. He likes making runs, and we saw that plenty of times today. So I think he'd be better in the midfield role rather than playing at the back. Because playing at the back, he's so slow. He gets turned too easily. But in midfield, he looks so comfortable. He's making them runs. He's bringing other players into the game. So that's where I play Bielik. But overall, I can't knock the result today. It's a good result for us as a club after a very disappointing week off the pitch. So, it's going to give all the fans the lift that we need. And we've got a chance to start climbing up the table now. Next game is Barnsley away, which I'm going to try and get to. And if I can't, then next game will be. Next game is Luton at home, so that game is winnable. It is very winnable, but I don't know. I've never seen Luton Town play properly other than that one game against Middlesbrough at the start of the season. That's the only match I've watched with Luton Town. They look like they've got some very pacey players. They've got players that are really, really hard workers. So that's going to be a test of pace. It's going to be a test of character, and it's going to be a really hard game. Barnsley, on the other hand, they're doing well. They're solid, really military drilled backline. They're solid at defending. They've got big, proper Yorkshire grit. That's it. That's the only way I can describe them. Yorkshire grit. We've got players that can hurt you, like Luke Thomas, who we know can play blinders. Other players, we've got Corey Woodrow. I think we've got some other players as well, some German lads as well. So I don't know how they play, but still, their Barnsley ain't going to be an easy game. You can't just expect to go there and pick up 3 points because they're going to be wanting it as well. But I say this about every team. Every team wants it. We're all in the same league for a reason because we all want to get back to the Premier League. That's what every team's here for. But anyway, guys, that's I'm going to end the video. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, and click the bell icon to be notified every time I upload. Also, if you remember at the start of halfway through my video, if you please give a like to Tyler Taff. He's a really good mate of mine, really sound lad, so please go and give him a like if you can. Other than that, I will see you guys either at Barnsley. If not at Barnsley, I'll see you guys at Luton. So take care, guys.